Back into combat we go. You know, I'm a big defender of all 10 of the U.S. Constitution amendments. They're actually designed to limit the power of the federal government and to keep a tyrannical government from taking control, which the federal government or any other government has the ability to do and is doing now. However, there is a degree of common sense to be applied. One doesn't just go around displaying firearms with no reason. In actuality, you'll find this against every gun safety thing I can think of. I mean, I can't sit there and remember where you'll hear anything from the IRA, not IRA, but the NRA just sit there and toss up firearms everywhere. You know, it's not like sit there and say, a friend of mine by the name of Bruce up in Pennsylvania and I, well, we go to something like Shoney's or something, and I go up there and I throw an M16 up on the table and drop a 9mm and a 45, and my buddy Bruce, he just drops a Thompson and a shotgun on the table. We asked the waitress if she's got a place where we can lean up our RPGs up against the wall. You're not going to find any place like that. Even in the military, when I served, we didn't atypically carry weapons to the dining room tables. They were actually placed in plywood boxes and sort of a rack. You take your weapon, you set it in a rack. And the only thing that we would have on us, even inside the dining facility, would be like a M9 Beretta. That would be on us, and we would be denoting ourselves carrying a firearm by the type of hat we would wear, which would be a Beretta. Excuse me, not Beretta, but a beret. Sorry, tired. You just don't run around everywhere carrying firearms. So, the Second Amendment in itself does not support that type of display. Especially when you have things like Columbine and other places like that, where people walked into places just killing people. So even if a person is a supporter of the Second Amendment rights, if you see a bunch of people just going into a restaurant or whatever, carrying weapons, you really don't want to go there because you don't know what's going to happen. And that's called common sense. And to actually have a firearm, you have to show degrees of common sense. I mean, I got an AK-47 over there, a 9mm, and an M1 Garand that I used to shoot competition with. You never seen me put it on camera, have you? I'm not afraid to, I just don't see the point. There's no reason to generate terror into a person, especially after so many deaths. And I don't see why anybody would do that. Or even support that. And for anybody to sit there and say, well, I don't want drama and all this and that. Well, the two things you need to avoid drama on is A, politics, and B, religion. Both are very argumentative. Both are very, well, they will make people angry. Regardless of what they think, you're going to make somebody mad. So you can't sit there and say this is a drama-free zone and discuss those two subjects. It in itself makes it null and void. you are looking for drama. Otherwise, you wouldn't be talking about it. If you don't want drama or something like that, you do things like, I don't want to talk about solar power, which is the thing I'm doing off on the side now, wind power, hypothetical trips to Mars, which can get heated, but you're not going to find people pulling guns out or getting really yelling and argumentative. Solving the fuel problem. Trying to think of things that would not cause problems. Even the fuel problem may cause a political issue. Recipes. Crafting. That's basket weaving. Quilts. Things of that nature. You're not going to find many fights there. You might find some disagreements, but not fights. I think. Constructions of electronic circuitry. Not usually. Programming. Not usually. Although I can get pretty argumentative over Java. Type of phones. Computers. You're generally not going to find arguments there. But if you go into politics or if you go into religion, you're asking for it. Welcome to the drama zone, because you just walked into it. That's the reason I was up on YouTube for years. And all I ever did was alternate energy and crafting. And a lot of stuff I couldn't do personally because I don't have the skill like art. I watched people do things. I have the interest. I don't have the skill. So if you're really looking for a drama-free, you don't bring up religion and you don't bring up politics. It's sort of the two just don't go together. If you're looking for drama-free, you don't bring up those two subjects. So the whole point of being drama-free, and you're going to talk about brandishing guns and subjects that are biblical in nature, which you're going to offend about a good 50% of the world anyhow. You are not looking for drama. You are looking for it. Well, let's just say I've been put on the mark. Doesn't nobody mention anything to me. And I will be watching. I will be watching. Oh, in case this channel gets shut down, my backup is hot and ready. Talk to you later. And you know who I'm thinking of. Because you're the one that's going to flag me down, I'm fairly certain. Well, I have my own issues to deal with, really. And I'm hoping this thing don't go anywhere. Well, if it does, I'll be right there in the trenches. Guaranteed. But hopefully more rested next time, where I can actually pronounce my words accurately and properly. Well, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And I got my own problem to work out now. Well, everybody does. Y'all take care. Have a good day. Shalom.